Honest host.
Oh.
We need to have a moment. We need to have a moment.
It was you and Queen that were also in that dream.
I have never heard this.
This is some wild shit.
At 24, I was reconnected with my bio mom, and we are the same person. This show is not for anyone who is not ready to drink. No. There is something that I want to discover between her legs, and that is what makes me very clear and confident about what I want. And it's not a man. It's never, and again, that goes back to the Buddhist practice. It's never just about you. Mm-hmm. You are connected to every living entity around you.
How can we check it out? Because clearly the tequila is kicked in. How can we check it out? And is there an Instagram? All that good stuff.
I keep forgetting you're filming.
Welcome to Jam-Packed. Yes, episode 5. We've still made it together, guys. We've made it. Welcome to Jam-Packed. I am your host, Jameela, and I have an incredible guest, a special guest, a very special guest. And she just got back from the Courageous Freedom at the LGBTQ Buddhist Conference. She is the creator of Voices in Color, which is personally one of my favorites. She has been a Buddhist for 23 years. That's a long-ass time. And a member services for the Buddhist Center for the last 2 years. It's a team that supports the country and the Caribbean. She fights for social justice, marching and organizing rallies. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you another Capricorn that gets on my ass, KiKi Poe!
That is hilarious. That's the best introduction. And I swear I thought you were going to say another Capricorn that gets on my nerves.
Yep.
Because that happens too.
Yes.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here.
Yes. It is a true story. I don't know what it is about freaking Capricorns, but you guys...
I don't know what it is about you and Capricorns.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Just saying, I don't know anybody else that has that like passion in that statement. Every time you'll be like Capricorns, and you love us.
I do.
I know.
I do. I love you guys. Apparently, I have a lot of Libras in my life that I did not even realize that I had.
I don't know much about anyone other than Capricorns. Does that speak volume about me as a Capricorn? I don't know.
That is a very Capricorn statement. And as Sagittarius, we need to know what the fuck we getting into.
But I swear, coming from Oakland, I never had this conversation. I moved to LA and everybody asks you, what's your sign?
Yeah.
And I was like, why the fuck you need to know my sign?
Because we need to know what the fuck we walking into.
See, you just accept me for who the fuck I am as I present myself.
No, there's
Don't
so
put
much
me in a
truth.
Box.
Nah, you in a box, son.
Man,
you hella
that is
in
such
a box.
a thing down here. They be like, I know people who don't fuck with certain signs.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It is deep. And it's
That's
truth.
very deep.
It's truth.
Why?
Because...
Shout out to the Geminis. That's all I got to say.
There's Brooke.
Oh, that is a whole other.
Geminis back.
You're a Gemini?
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Now you
That's
look at Brooke differently. Now you look at Brooke differently, huh?
What?
Mm-hmm.
In a good way. In a good way.
I look at Brooke like, I see you, Brooke.
Yeah.
I get it.
Gemini.
We see you,
Gemini.
Brooke. Yeah.
Gemini. Just let me know what side we on today.
You right? Like, who are we today?
We on the good side.
Let me know.
Who am I?
We on good side.
Geminis. Shout out to Geminis.
Shout out.
Dope.
And Capricorn. Shout out to Capricorns and Sagittarius.
That's way to be a fucking Gemini.
I know, right? That was some Gemini shit.
That was precious.
That was precious.
Geminis are some motherfuckers though.
They really are some motherfuckers.
Yeah, you all love it. It's when you get to that other side, that non-side that we just saw.
Exactly.
Other side.
That's some real shit right there.
That's fear right there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that was a Capricorn that was just like, yep, I understand the Gemini life. So before we see, and I'm breaking rules already, but
Sorry.
KiKi, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
So you have chosen that your drink choice for today's episode. And I don't know how this is going to go, folks. So this could be a sloppy jalopy mess right now. Or by the end of this. KiKi, you've chosen tequila.
Yes.
Why, KiKi?
I am a tequila drinker.
KiKi.
It is the drink that I am the least angry on.
Okay.
So, it's either this or rum or champagne.
Right.
And with champagne, you got to keep going.
True.
That's
or
true.
you get tired.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
so
yes.
tequila's the safest choice, I think, for the Sagittarius and the Gemini in the room.
Yeah, we're going to see.
I
might be passed out by the end of this
The
motherfucker. So
Gemini.
Brooke, KiKi, I don't know.
It's gonna be us and Zora. Kicking it.
Yes, my dog Zora. Zora, you
Poor
gonna
baby.
finish the episode for me? Okay, she's
She
looking
got
at
your
me
back.
like, fuck you.
But
Good.
tequila's delicious.
Yes, so you have decided on tequila, and we're going to see how that goes for
I am
our
frightened.
games. And we have our first game that we're going to play, KiKi. You ready? KiKi's like writing down thoughts and notes and maybe chanting on paper, I think, is what she's doing. She's been chanting while we've been setting up for this
I
thing.
always have my journal, so I'm always ready because you never know what's going to come up,
Yeah.
what you need to say.
That's true.
So I'm always ready.
Okay. It doesn't say fuck you, Jameela, yet, does
No,
it?
not
Okay.
yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay. Yes.
We're only on, one shot. So
Yeah, that was a pre-show shot.
you're going to be the one who determines
Yes.
what goes in here based on what comes next. This game
Real
that you
life.
described.
So we are going to play the first game. And as you may or may not know, it is anytime that you use a noise filler. So anytime you use like anything to buy you some time, like you have to take a shot. And we're going to squeak Zora's handy dandy balls on one another or on ourselves. And we'll see how many times KiKi actually calls it out on herself.
I'm so nervous. I'm sitting here like there are rules and drinking and I have a ball. I got to squeak. Okay.
So we're going to squeak on each other. Anytime that you hear one of us,
squeak.
anytime you hear one of us say or so. Now, folks, pay attention to if KiKi stays silent because she wants to avoid a shot. Because low-key, that's kind of been her plan this entire time.
Low key, high key. Yes. I'm afraid. You would be too.
Hella afraid.
Brooke says that from behind the camera.
Exactly.
Don't be scared.
Yeah, well, Brooke has a microphone as well today, folks. So anytime Brooke says she also has to take a shot.
Damn.
So we have a mixture of
I'm gonna put my mic down.
dark tequila and light clear tequila, white tequila. I don't know what you call it, but tequila.
Tequila Blanco.
We have the Blanco. We have the Blanco. Oh man, this is amazing, and we have not even really gotten started. This is awesome. So,
Goodness.
so we are officially in session.
Okay.
You understand the rules? We are officially in session.
I understand the rules.
So-
I'm going to speak so fucking proper right now. Okay. Ready. Ay, ay, ay. I need a drink just to start. Okay.
So, your story is really, truly incredible. And I always love bouncing ideas and thoughts and notions off of you because you are not only an amazing...
Good job.
I'm glad we're
I was
breaking
all
the ice
into
right
it.
now.
I'm like, yes.
You're like, yes, totally.
What?
That's me. Okay.
Good job, Jam.
Oh, my God.
Honest. Honest host.
Oh. Okay, folks, we're still looking for tequila sponsors, too. Oh, my gosh.
Woo.
I'm going to die once again. Okay. I love bouncing ideas off of you and hearing things from your perspective because you come from a very the Buddhist standpoint. It's like the
I kind of.
KiKi, are you making me nervous? My
Get
gosh.
it together, Jameela.
You know,
What is
anytime,
this? We're not
I'm
gonna
gonna stop
say.
looking at you.
It's just,
I'm gonna stop
it's
looking
from
at you.
Mexico.
It's from Mexico.
It just know
And
that
you
this
drinking
tequila's
it
from
all.
Mexico and it's
That
basically
is so
done
funny.
because we are some fools.
You are a fool.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to be a dead fool.
I'm gonna need you to get through this first question, or
Or we protest.
just regroup.
Yes.
Okay.
So you are very smart. Let's just cut to the chase. You're very fucking smart. You were very fucking smart.
She
Now,
said, "Fuck everything else." You're smart.
Fuck everything else.
Done.
You are very smart, and I love being in a room with you because I know that I'm not. I love being in a room where I'm not the smartest person. You know what I mean? And I feel like I love that my friends are all smarter than me. You know, Brooke included, and
thank you.
You know that everyone is smarter than me because I feel like that's
you're
the way
smarter than me,
that's the way
though.
that to progress, right?
It's like a love session. Okay.
So you were adopted, but not legally, giving you the opportunity to meet your biological family. How do you think that has played a role in your quest to blend Buddhism with social justice? As she's writing her notes feverishly.
That sounds like an SAT question.
And then I can't use so or like so.
Yeah,
there we go.
You've been using. You just used it.
I
just used
did.
it.
That's all right.
So
This is a little.
Kiki pre-poured in a massive red cup some tequila, so that she was prepared to take shots worth.
She knew. She already knew.
Of
I
tequila.
did. When you're adopted, legally, you don't get information on your bio family. But if you're adopted and you don't know what kind of family you're going to be raised with, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Fuck. How do I get the balls that never squeak? What the hell?
Okay.
Go ahead, just regather. You need a beer to wash that down? You good? You need some more water? It's
Right here.
okay. She got the water on deck.
You don't get access to your past. And with that means it affects your identity. So something I always struggled with was my identity.
Yeah.
I'm mixed. I have Japanese, Black, and Hawaiian. My family that raised me is Black. And they're amazing and love them. And I still felt like there was something missing. I didn't sound like anyone. I didn't look like anyone. So there's still this something that you end up searching for.
Yeah.
Now, the fortune for me is that I had access. Now, granted, we went through our stuff. So I didn't actually see them from 7 years old until 24. Okay. And at 24,
Am I just too aggressive with the ball?
I think
don't
you're too
understand why
excited
I am very excited.
to make a motherfucker drink.
I am very excited.
At 24, I was reconnected with my bio mom, and we are the same person. It is the creepiest shit.
Yeah.
I got a call from her. No, I called her and got her voicemail.
Yeah.
And heard my voice literally through the phone. I was like, no, that freaked me the fuck out because I've always actually been kind of low key, high key, made fun of because of my voice. Like, oh, your voice is too high pitched.
Interesting.
Yeah. So when I get really upset,
Yeah.
or, you know, as a kid growing up, I'd get upset and my voice would just go high pitch and I would get made fun of. And I didn't sound like anyone.
Yeah.
So then I hear this person on the phone who sounds exactly fucking like me. Spitting image. We have a lot of the same characteristics. You can ask Queen.
Yeah.
And we have the same shit.
Yeah.
Same everything. Sound the same. Her husband called.
Yeah.
Thought I was her.
Yeah.
So this is something I think was my fortune. But in that, I went along, or came a long way to get that because it was painful. But once I got to that point and I recognized like this is something that is actually kind of dope. I have this background that very few people have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how do I use that moving forward? And that's a part of my Buddhist practice, is recognizing that our challenges and these obstacles that we face, as fucked up as they may seem, and trust me, like I've been through my shit, as I'm sure everyone has. Yeah. But when you can view that as something that's beneficial and it's of value, that you can create value from it, then you have an opportunity to help someone else. Yeah. So when you say, you know, my quest for Buddhism and social justice,
see, I'm drawing in, and I forgot to. This is good. Self-accountability. That's what I'm saying. Let's do this.
Fucking squeak, squeak.
Yeah. Squeak, squeak. Fucking squeak, squeak.
Problem because I like tequila, so I'm like,
right? Like, yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
So, we're not counting that.
No.
Social justice to me is about taking responsibility for your community and for someone other than yourself, and standing up for them, even at risk for yourself, and recognizing that when I do that for someone else, I'm doing that for myself. Yes. This is not just, I'm not by myself on this planet. I am connected to every single living entity around me. That's not just people, it's animals, that's an environment. Yeah. So when I can stand up for them, Brooke. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Yes.
You motherfucker.
Whoop.
But you know what I have to say?
Okay. Okay,
I'm like talking to Jam and she's in it, and then all of a sudden there's that and I'm like, you fucking she don't even squeak yet.
I'm so focused. I love it.
As you were saying.
I love it. Yes.
No, so basically that me fighting for social justice and standing up for my community wherever I'm at, because that when I change myself, I change my environment, it has such a greater impact. Yes. With that, I believe that my going through being adopted and everything that came with that, because that came with so much pain and suffering, but so much enlightenment and so much beauty. And I'm so appreciative because I get to have access. Yeah. And funny, really amazing, mystical shit I have to share. When I first saw Dee Dee, that's my bio mom. Shout out to Dee Dee. Shout out to Wanda. I love Wanda. Y'all. Wanda Keaton is my mom who raised me.
Wanda. Shout out.
Dee Dee, I called her Day. Dee Dee Arden was my bio mom. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So when I first saw Dee Dee after the so many years, we see each other. It's like big hugs. We have, so much of the same personality. And she's telling me about my sister. Yeah. Now, I knew I had a brother, Charlie. He was born before I was gone. Did I? Damn. Fucking shit. I love. Wait.
It's all right. Don't worry. I'm about to make up on all them shots.
I love that Jam looked like she didn't want to squeak it.
Yeah. I was just like, oh man. Jam
was like, squeak, squeak. Sorry, KiKi.
I think I just love hearing KiKi just spit knowledge like gems. Like KiKi strays dropping gems, and I always love listening to you speak, whether it's about Buddhism or just life and love and words of wisdom. And you've just always you've been through so much, and you are so strong. Like you are a strong black woman. No, you were strong. You know, you're a
Y'all
strong.
Gonna see I'm high yellow, but that's okay.
Right? They might say it's Photoshop, but it's real. It's hella real. It's hella real.
Geez.
But you know, you are a strong woman. You know what I mean? And you're very grounded and understanding of who you are. Yet you're still very open and honest about your truth. And I'm just gonna call it on my stutter.
Go on and take that shot with me. Come on.
Go ahead, take
Come
a
on,
shot.
girl. We having a moment.
Right? We having
I
a
thought
real
I poured
moment.
more tequila in my drink.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to.
I looked at my cup like, girl, you know you're gonna get more than that. Go ahead.
But I always think it's just so incredible, and I love that you're. Congratulations on being engaged and found. Oh, I have to finish that. Sorry. Yeah. So
just go ahead and finish that first, and then I'm gonna fill you up.
Cheers, cheers, Brooke. I feel like my faces get worse. Like more worse? Worser? More worse. More worse.
More worse.
As
it is.
As I
it is.
Take these shots. Oh, this is about to be real interesting. We haven't even made it to the first song pick yet. Fucking hell. Oh man.
Look, you said. So I am a storyteller.
You are
gave
a storyteller.
the wrong person a microphone.
I love
and
it.
tequila.
I love it that
And
you're
tequila.
a storyteller. You know what I mean?
Bad combination.
I love your stories.
We're about to
I
be
love
in
the
here
storytelling.
all night.
I always feel like it's like, I need to ask KiKi Poe this. Like I have a gang of questions. Like I'm just always naturally wanting to learn more and understand more. But I've known you for you broke the news to me for 7 years. No, 10? 7.
7 years.
7 years blows by. And I feel like it might be longer. 7 years.
Because that's how long.
Yeah.
Queen and I.
Yeah.
So
7 years. 7 years. Yeah. I think that's so incredible that we've known each other for 7 years. That's really fucking dope.
That is.
Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah. I haven't even known my own dog that long. So that's,
Aww.
yeah. I don't remember how old she is, but
That's
I
how
had to
am
check
with
her
my cat.
Instagram page because she has an Instagram.
That's a damn shame. That's
Brooke,
a
look
damn
at my
shame.
face.
That's
Right? And you wonder why I'm single.
Damn
single in
shame.
these streets.
Oh.
Single in these streets.
the
Oh,
struggle.
I see your snap.
Struggle
Listen, my
continues.
snap don't mean
Look,
shit
your
about shit
snap
other than
is
that I'm
all
single.
about Zora.
It is about Zora.
That's her babe. Zora.
That is your
It's,
boo.
I'm trying to put the cat woman to shame, the cat lady to shame with pictures of my dog.
Hold on, let me just be ready for this. Come on with the next. Come on with the next. That wasn't. That was just a test.
That was a
squeak.
test.
That was a test squeak to
squeak.
make sure that I had the squeak ready.
Testing.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Syphilis.
What?
That's how you check a mic.
No.
Can I squeak on you for that?
Do
Or
it.
using
Do it.
syphilis
Do
as a
it.
way to check a mic?
Do it.
What?
Squeak.
You should just take
I
a
didn't
shot
say-
for
I didn't
that.
say gonorrhea.
As a guest, I
What?
think you should.
Ooh.
As a guest? Wait.
As a guest,
how
I think I should.
the
I
rules
think
are
that I
changing?
can make.
How the
She
I
done
think that I
flipped
can
the
make a
game.
request.
show are changing?
I think
flipped
I
the
can
game.
make a request as a guest.
We don't have a submission box, so we don't have a
She
suggestion
just made
box.
one.
Okay, what I'll do is
Okay.
we'll have to create a suggestion box, and then I'll just say, you know what, put your thoughts in the
That'd be cool.
suggestion box.
Look at her face.
I think that she should take a shot.
I think so too.
Oh,
I second that.
Goodness. All right.
Half a
Cheers.
shot.
There we
at
go.
least.
You know what?
Half a shot.
F both of y'all.
We love you.
Why are you paying attention to how much is in here?
We love you. She's stalling.
Take the shot.
Boom. All
Good
right.
job.
You know
And
what?
as
Fuck
we
y'all.
were saying,
Applause.
Okay. Fuck y'all.
Thank you, Brooke.
Yeah, fuck both of y'all. I need to open another one. So, what type of Buddhism is it that you practice?
That was hella fucking intense. How you just came at me. Damn.
Yeah.
I'll squeak on myself. That was a yeah. This is dangerous, man.
We do have pizza in the lobby, and when I say the lobby, I mean
we got a lobby.
Brooke said, "Wait, we got a lobby where? Where is that?
Lobby.
Where the
you
lobby
didn't let
at?
me finish. I said, and when I mean kitchen or lobby, I mean the kitchen.
Okay.
But in the lobby, oh, Buddha.
Buddha.
Somebody out there.
Jehovah.
Whoever is out there, please help her. That's
Hova.
where she's trying to go with this.
Oh,
Fuck, I need a
The Rock.
cigarette.
Okay.
yeah, the
Ooh.
Rock Dynasty.
Oh,
What kind of Buddhism is it that you practice?
I had a moment. Y'all said The Rock. I was like,
Yeah,
yes.
you said.
Because that is one man, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that can get it all day.
Totally.
Girl, yes.
All
Yes,
day,
girl,
every
yes.
day. I identify as queer. That means that I could, if he was available and willing.
That means you on the spectrum.
Dwayne, if you're willing
Mr.
and
Dwayne.
available, I can make myself available anytime.
Mr. Dwayne.
Now put in
Mr.
some soft
Dwayne.
music behind this.
She said anytime.
Put some romantic soft music for.
Hey, I saw LL at Burbank.
He's sexy, isn't he?
Was he still
I
licking
know.
his
He
lips?
gave me the eye.
I know he's so
Motherfucker.
sexy.
Was he still licking his
Look,
lips?
I hit the queen up and was like, if I can, I am.
Yeah, just letting you
Oh,
know.
he
because it is
gave me
going
the
down.
eye.
Mm-hmm. He's sexy.
That, I mean, he was foul to his wife because his wife was there, and I don't condone that. However,
I mean,
I understood
he saw something he liked.
why groupies
Right.
would do what they do, because that motherfucker's fine, and he looked good as shit.
Hello.
I don't know how old he is, but God, dog,
It doesn't even matter.
is he vegan?
Huh?
What is he,
No,
vegan
I
or
think
some
he just
shit?
work out. He
That
just
motherfucker is
ladies
beautiful.
love.
Yeah.
He just
Kills.
ladies
smell
love.
good too,
You know who else is?
And you got
and he
close
was
enough-
sweet.
You got close enough to
Oh
smell.
baby,
got
we
close
took
enough to
pictures.
smell?
You know we got
Just-
the same birthday.
Oh, you got a picture.
Oh, that's right. And you stay giving that shout out, Capricorn.
Capricorns.
Fucking hell.
Capricorns.
I will do
I don't
things to
understand how
him.
much. Hello. Now, do you believe in the free pass, like in real life, like a free pass, like
Yeah.
if your lady was like, "Yo, free pass," like,
Oh God.
can I get a free pass? Like,
Yeah, it
and
depends.
you-
I mean,
and you
if
get a
it's-
free pass,
Yeah.
like tangible people, not like celebrity motherfuckers.
Oh
like-
no.
Okay, so celebrity. So celebrities.
You don't get
so
no motherfucking pass
so
for no
celebrities-
regular
so
ass
celebrities are
motherfucker.
cool. So celebrities are cool, but
Because that's a once in a lifetime gig
Okay,
right
now
there.
what if there's, like,
if
a
Sanaa
gang-
Lathan rolled up on her, I would be like, if you don't,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be upset with you.
right,
what
I
I'm
would be
saying?
upset with her.
Right.
I'll be like, can you do that for the team? Like for
Take it
all
for
of
me.
us.
Come on.
For the love and basketball fans of America, like of the world.
with the bald head though.
I'll take her either way.
No, I'm
but that
telling
bald
you,
head is everything.
That to me made her sexier.
She was already sexy, but yeah, I will give you that. Like that bald head.
I didn't think. I mean,
Be like, "Come
okay,
here,
so
girl."
I thought she was okay. I thought she
okay.
was cool.
I've had a crush on her since Love and
Bald
Basketball.
head, I was like, I will lick that.
Hello. Yes.
Goodbye.
Yes. Good night.
Hello,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
all of
is
it.
there a limitation on how many free passes one can get with celebrities?
No.
No, there's not.
So, like, if Sanaa Lathan
I
came,
was like, wait, what?
so if Sanaa Lathan came over several times, could she do it
Mm-hmm.
all the time? Yes.
Okay, so she could do it every time that Sanaa Lathan came over.
Can I watch?
Now, what if it was like Sanaa Lathan, Marsha Ambrosius, Alicia Keys? I'm just throwing out my specialties, my
apparently.
special roster. I apologize
Apparently.
if it was very specific, but
Is Marsha listening?
what? Huh? I hope Marsha's listening. Hey, yo, Marsha. Marsha, girl, I've been trying to spit game at you since I had a short hair.
You were at every concert.
For real. But you know what? Alicia Keys, I love me some Alicia Keys. That tends to be a little bit
After
more
the
of a
makeup has been gone?
before and after.
Okay.
I don't care how you wear your makeup. Go ahead and just paint your face, girl. I don't even care.
Okay.
Like, I had a dream. Yeah, I have a lot of dreams sometimes. I had a dream. Marsha Ambrosius made me waffles, and I was so excited. Exactly.
Word.
Waffles sounds amazing, doesn't it? I'm saying.
Please tell me you're getting her face on fucking close up right now. She was like,
And then-
waffles would be amazing, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
and then I ran into Alicia Keys at Target.
This is all in one dream?
No, separate
Oh.
dreams. Separate dreams. I love fucking Target. Shout out Target.
Word. Shout out to Target.
Shout out my friends that work at Target.
Respect. I love
Yes.
Target.
I love Target. Like,
Me
I wish
too.
I could be a Target model because they have such good clothes. Yes. I said it and I'm here to represent it. Fuck you. Fuck y'all. Yeah, sorry. I was very passionate about that, and I feel like maybe tequila might make me a little aggressive right now.
I'm a little scared. KiKi, you alright? She just went in on some Target. I said I like Target too.
She went off. I thought we were all in agreement that we liked Target, but why did she get so aggressive? She was like, "Fuck y'all."
I want to be a Target model. Well, you going with that dream?
Damn, I said I want to be a Target model.
Do that.
If I could own a franchise, that would be incredible too.
Hell,
that
yeah.
would be because
Target
then I
got
can
to
work
do
for
that.
you.
Yes.
Own a
Teamwork.
franchise.
I'm making sure all
Makes
of
the
them
dream
practice
work.
Buddhism, though. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't care if it's legal or not, but they're practicing Buddhism. They're practicing some kind of
be a
religion.
requirement.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I'm gonna need you to lift your life condition before you come into work. It's gonna be
elevate
mandatory.
your
Lift your
mind,
life
your body, your spirit, your
I'm gonna need you to
soul.
come into work and be ready.
Exactly.
With positive attitude. Bring the light.
With positivity and be prepared to how you're gonna handle bullshit and like.
Because that happens. Hello.
That's what I'm saying. So instead of snapping on a customer, you calm them the fuck down,
Like
and
the
then
way
they
you
end up
just
like
snapped on me.
buying like hella carts. You had a personal experience at Target?
No.
Because this shit is hilarious.
I love you, Jameela.
Fucking A.
Wait, you had someone snap on you, Brooke?
Brooke is off the mic.
I think
How
she's
did
talking
you
about
just
shoe.
crest us out right now?
I think she was talking about shoe snapping on her.
Oh, I wasn't snapping on you. I was just really excited. I was feeling passionate about my career
I know.
as a Target
I
model,
know.
as
I'm
a
just
Target
messing with you.
model.
I said I
because
support
if you
that
really
dream.
love it, you would just Target model, not Target. That's that bullshit. You be trying to turn it into something it's not.
Right.
It's
like
Target.
extra fancy. Like
Represent
more
that
fancy than
shit. It
needs to
is
be.
what it is.
I agree.
Accept it
I
for what it
agree.
is. Don't try to change
Target.
it.
Fuck it. Target. I want to be your
She
model.
said, "I'm a Target model, bitch."
I want to be your model. So if there were more than one,
We should start a
celebrity-
GoFundMe. Okay.
So if there's
Brooke, off the mic.
GoFundMe.com, don't know, // whatever.
So you can be a Target model.
Yeah. Now what?
I'm not paying into your GoFundMe, so you can be a Target model.
You're not gonna donate to my GoFundMe?
No, not for a Target model.
I'll be like this.
We gonna work on it. I will
Struggling-
fund your classes.
Struggling to like do like the sexy class. You're gonna take my class? Did you ever answer our question about what
I
type
don't
of
know.
Buddhism do you
No,
practice?
I
don't
didn't.
think you
I
did, and we
didn't.
haven't gotten to.
I don't even know what we started talking about. Okay,
do this.
so
Let's do this.
right. Damn, I sure did, and it was a long one too. Brooke, where were you? I was like,
The tequila's kicking in for Brooke too, so this might be some shaky video.
Look.
Okay.
Yeah. I apologize.
Fun times.
Right.
The type of Buddhism that I practice.
Here we go. Here comes the answer.
Right? And here comes the long speaking
What you
so
got?
that I don't say those choice words.
Take your time.
It's Nichiren Buddhism,
Okay.
specifically. And Nichiren Buddhism focuses on the Lotus Sutra. So I'm going to give you this very brief history of Buddhism. I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust here. God.
You're good.
Son of a bee. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest in this piece.
It's all good. Do your thing.
So Shakyamuni Buddha, we probably heard him in school referred to as Siddhartha Gautama, same person. He wrote several or a number of sutras. Our practice is based on the Lotus Sutra, which was one of the last sutras that he wrote. And just like if you were writing stories of maybe these anthologies of what you've learned over the years, as you got older, you become wiser. And I think that's a very common concept. As he became more knowledgeable about Buddhism and life and the environment and how it interacts, he began writing these sutras that became more, they were expounding more on the capability of the individual, so to speak.
Yeah.
So the Lotus Sutra is one of the last. I believe it's the second to last, the last being the Nirvana Sutra.
Okay.
So at this point, now prior to that, he had written these sutras that said, you can attain enlightenment. You know, there are these these words that we know, we've heard, very common, right? And he said that you can attain enlightenment or attain nirvana or Buddhahood, the state of life. I don't like the joy in your face when I say word. He writes these sutras. Previously, in his earlier years, the sutras said that you attain enlightenment in the next lifetime. So you have to do all of these things to attain enlightenment. But this life may be hell. Deal with it. This is just what it's going to be. Next lifetime, maybe it'll be better. Right. So by the Lotus Sutra time, that sutra in particular says you, no matter who you are, previously it was believed as a woman, you could not attain enlightenment in this lifetime.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay.
So a lot of those Buddhist practices that we see that are more common, they're based on those sutras.
Okay.
That also tell you to detach from suffering or from daily life, right? In order to attain enlightenment. To detach from what's happening in your daily life. So the Lotus Sutra says you, as you are, woman, as you are someone who did something horrible previously. So I may have done horrible shit, and I'm going to use, this is hard to say, but 45.
Okay.
As controversial as that is, every single person as they are has the same potential to become the Buddha,
right? Or
to attain a higher life condition.
Yeah.
Every single person. But that also means that every single person has the ability to be just as hellish as I believe he is.
Yeah.
Personal statement.
Yeah.
We have all of these potentials in our life. It's innate. But just as we are, again, able to be this hellish person or in this world of hunger, as we say it, or animality, you have the potential to also elevate your life condition. That's at the basis of our practice. Okay. So the Lotus Sutra says that you, as you are, can shift your life in this lifetime. You don't have to wait. You have the ability. You always have. You were born with it. To shift your life. And when you shift your life, you shift your environment because we are all connected, all living entities. We are not separate.
Yeah.
So you shift, you change your life, you change your environment, so on and so forth, right? That effect happens.
Yeah. I'm so drawn in right now. I'm just like, oh,
I love it.
Oh
that's my practice. That's that's this particular sect of Buddhism.
Okay.
Yeah. And we chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yes, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And what does that mean for the people that don't know or may have never heard of that?
Nam means devotion. Myoho is mystic law. Renge is lotus flower. I'm sure everyone has seen, when you've seen something Buddhist, you've seen a lotus flower.
Yeah, yeah.
But the significance of the lotus flower is super deep. It is the only plant in the plant kingdom. It's the only flower in the plant kingdom that will seed itself and grow at the same time. And what that represents is the simultaneity of cause and effect. So the second I do something, I've already started this effect. And that means that the power is in my hands.
Right.
So if I do something that's real shitty, guess what?
Yeah.
Whether you see it now or not, it's going to come to you. You've already started it. And the only way to fix that is to do a bunch of good shit or to help people or, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
So that's cause and effect, the simultaneity of cause and effect. And the lotus flower, if you have ever noticed, it has to bloom out of muddy water.
Oh.
It does not grow anywhere else. So that shit is deep, right?
Deep. See, what did I say?
Your face.
KiKi just dropping bombs right now, dropping gems. See?
So check it. The lotus flower, as beautiful as it is, and it's beautiful. And if you've seen a live one in a pond, it comes from these muddy swamp waters. And so that represents our life.
Damn, that's some deep ass shit.
In order to bloom this beautiful because lotus flowers look almost majestic.
Yeah.
So in order to get that, you have to go through the shit.
Yeah.
You have to go through the mud. You have to go through the ugliness. But your life, as you sort through it, as you grow out of it, erupts into this beautiful blooming flower
that you would have never known
existed if you had not gone through that. It has to go. It has to bloom through the muddy water. It does not grow anywhere else. Wow. So that is very parallel with our lives. We have to go through this shit. If you don't go through it, where do you grow?
Yeah.
You have to. So then at the same time, I go through all this shit and I make these causes, these positive deeds or whatever.
Yeah.
And through that, I can guarantee that my future will be in a more positive state. But life is real.
Yeah.
It's not about removing yourself from real fucking life. I don't have the freedom. I mean, well, I could, right? I could go sit somewhere. I can detach from life and shit and just go sit somewhere. No, and I'm sorry that because I've been drinking tequila. And that sounds real shady, and that's not my intent.
Like, that's,
but you know, that's not everyone's thing. I could not do that. As someone who's into social justice, I can't detach and go sit somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also believe that although my practice is my practice, and I'm head in, and this is a lifelong practice, 23 years, but I plan to die with it.
Yes.
So then everyone's journey is different, and everyone's religious belief and their spiritual path is going to be different. And I honor and respect that. I think that as long as you are doing something that's positive and you're recognizing that what you do affects the environment and you take responsibility for that, then that's what's up.
Yeah.
Then I fucks with you.
Yeah.
We can do this together. It doesn't have to be that you chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, but you do what you do, and we can still work together.
Yeah, that's awesome.
To create something of value.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Fuck, man. See, all right. Well, this has been a really great show, guys. Thank you for joining us on episode 5. Fuck song picks. She's just dropped
a
bazillion gems on you. I'm gonna need you to replay this podcast and retake that in, because like that's why I like talking to you, KiKi. I don't get to see you enough, but she just straight.
We'll have some more drinks right now. We'll get a little more into it.
We definitely will. Notebooks are falling. It's an amazing time. Maybe
so
on that
much.
note, I'll just go to my song pick and we'll come back and readjust ourselves, readjust our lives, and all of those great things. Maybe refill some cups around here. It's just some real shit and some fun shit going down. So we're going to go to my song pick.
Yes.
Let me turn my page so that we can go to my song pick. It is The Hell You Talkin' 'Bout by Janelle Monáe featuring Wonderland. And I love that song. It seems like one of those very rare songs that you can't even find like on Spotify or whatever, but I had the opportunity of seeing Janelle Monáe live, and they talk about, the song is basically about the police brutality, the victims of all of the black, it's that song. So, you know, they talk about all the black beautiful folks that we've lost at the hands of police brutality, of unarmed black folks. So this is my song, Hell You Talkin' 'Bout, and I'll get into why I actually picked this song when we get back. Hell You Talkin' 'Bout.
Hell You Talkin' 'Bout.
And that was my song, Hell You Talkin' 'Bout by Janelle Monáe featuring Wonderland. And I had specifically, I already have to take a shot. This is a problem.
I'm taking a shot's worth.
This is a problem. And now I've switched to white tequila with a chaser of
not white.
Beer. This is clear. Whatever.
Blanco,
white, whatever you want to call it. It's clear. It's Blanco.
Take the shot. Tequila Blanco.
Oh. Okay. All right. Here are my thoughts, and that was Hell You Talking About. And I actually had chosen that song because it's not only a very cerebral, conscious song, and the fact that it gives me goosebumps every time that I hear it. That song is about the police brutality on unarmed black people. You can't even say young. You can't say old. It's really become a very sad situation in current events. And the crazy thing is, on top of all of that, and I used to work in the news as a side, not as a side thing, but as a side note, I used to work in the news, in a newsroom, and you would have to study these people that have passed away and these murders and things like that. And I've had to set up interviews with reporters and family members that just lost their person like that day, right? So murder, I channel it differently maybe than other people, whether that's for good or bad. But I had a dream, and listen, if you start listening to all of these episodes and you hear me talking about I had a vision or I had a dream, like, take it for what you want, but the shit really for real comes to my mind. And it's not even me having some crazy creative mind. It's like I don't become attached to people, even if I feel connected to them. I've never thought about any of these people that have passed away. Like, I might tell a story about, so-and-so, there was a news story of that kind of mocked a CSI episode kind of thing. But it's never been like, Jameela had a dream about this person that died that she's never met or whatever. I had a dream of Sandra Bland. She came into my dream. And to me, that's, even if you try to get to know that person through social media and understand who they were before they passed away, I don't usually dream about that, think about that, internalize it. But a lot of these other murders that have been by the hands of police to black people in general and people of color, I've never dreamed about that and thought about that, internalized it. I've always internalized it, but I don't dream about it, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't enter my mind in my REM sleep, right? And so I had the dream with Sandra Bland, and I don't know if I've ever told you this dream, but it was you and Queen that were also in that dream.
I have never heard this.
This is some wild shit. And people, I promise you, I'm not making this up because I'm really not that creative in real life. So, but I was, yes, I know.
I'm like,
take it all in.
What happened?
So we were on a train. So I was sitting on the train. Somehow I'm sitting next to Sandra Bland. She's only wanting to talk to me. But and I tried to, and the crazy thing is, like, you and Queen are one of the most cerebral, like, very conscious, like, those are my responsible, amazing, smart friends that push me to actually think beyond what the fuck is Jameela's problem or what is going on. It's more of what's going on with our people in our community, whether it's, the gay community, the LGBTQ community, or the black community, or the MC community, or whatever it is. Like, you guys really make me and force me to pay attention to these things. So it was crazy that you two were in that dream. And I was like, I saw y'all there. Listen, I only said because it was a part of the dream, not because I really couldn't. I'm reenacting my voices. I'm reenacting what I was saying. But we spoke, and I was like, that's my friend KiKi and Queen. And I was like, you should talk to them. Like, y'all should get together and, like, talk. Like, y'all are both fucking amazing brainiac people and very conscious and cerebral, and, like, y'all should, like, talk like great minds. Like, y'all go talk and, like, speak amongst one another and come up with an amazing plan, and I will be the one to follow that shit through kind of vibe. And the crazy thing is she did not want to talk to y'all. But I was like, those are my friends. Those are the people that I trust, like, to come up with a good plan, like, of action, of how to fight for social justice and how to, like, make our people, like, force us as a people to come up and raise up and be together and do better. Fuck. And it was interesting in that moment because the way that the train was, and it was like it was really weird. It was all white on the inside. I don't know if that means anything. Dream people, if white means something, please let us know. But it was so weird to me that out of all of the people in my life, that the two of you were in that same dream, because y'all all are contributing and fighting for social justice, whether it's in the art of theater or music or the happy videos that Sandra Bland would post. I don't know if you ever did like a deep Sandra Bland dive, but she was the person to be like, hey guys, like everybody have a great day. And these are my thoughts. And she was just such a beautiful, pleasant person. And maybe because I felt like I saw so much of myself in her, and I saw the videos of her in the prison and how just miraculously now I don't want to reenact, or I don't want to describe the rest of that, but to do all of that and for you to be in my dream, there's something deeper going on here. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to say that was the first thing, because in that song, they mentioned Sandra Bland as one of the people that have unfortunately passed away. And I just wanted to make sure that you knew that, whether I told you in a drunken stupor or not.
So, I do the family day on, I do that once a year. This year I didn't do it in the same way that I have in previous years, but it was prompted by Mike Brown's passing. Now, before that, there were several other young Black men who have been killed. But Mike Brown's passing hit with me in a different way. Now, even with Oscar Grant, when that happened, I was still in Oakland. And I lived not too far. I remember very distinctly when the marches began happening to the BART station, to the Fruitvale BART station. Like, that was my backyard. That was my neighborhood. That was my town. And my family's deep in Oakland. However, when Mike Brown's passing happened, it hit me in a very different way. And a part of that was because his body was lying there for 4 hours. For 4 hours.
Yeah.
In his own puddle of blood.
Yeah.
And there was no humanity there.
Yeah.
And the people in his neighborhood could not even approach his body.
Yeah. I
can't imagine what that's like. So that touched me in a very different way. So when I started that event, it was because something sparked inside of me. Something touched me in a very different way. And I felt like I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to react, and I need to create something of value out of his life. And I will forever, ever, ever, ever have a debt of gratitude for his life because it ended so horribly. Yeah. But there's so much profound meaning in the way that happened. Yeah. So I say that because I think that in your dream, what is beautiful in this dream is that, one, this person has affected you so deeply. You've never met her.
Yeah. Never.
Right?
That was wild.
You never met her. She's never crossed your path. There's never been that interaction. However, her life and its loss has profound meaning for you. It's touched you in a certain way. And in this dream, the fact that she wouldn't talk to us, these two people who you have this profound reverence for, and you're like, oh my gosh, but these are the people, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like the messaging in that is telling you that you have the platform. You have the ability. Please use it. Yeah. No, I don't need to talk to them. I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
So how beautiful is that?
That shit was so gnarly to me. Like, it's stuck with me since that happened. And Zora, I'm gonna need you to sit down because it's getting serious.
Zora says it has meaning for her too.
Yeah, pretty much. But and in some ways, she's some kind of past person that's now trapped in my body in my dog's body, just being nosy as fuck. But that's so true with Sandra Bland. Like the fact that she was like, no, I want to talk to you. You're the one that has the voice. And the wild thing is, I try to have a reading or have someone do my it's the same person. She does my readings. Shout out artist Amisha. That's my people's right there.
Shout out.
She'll do it like via FaceTime or over the phone or in person if you live on the East Coast. But she's been doing my readings for me for a while, and she's always, one of the things that she would always say is that you were going to have some kind of platform to speak for the community, for the voice of the people. And it's just kind of wild to like fast forward to this and to understand or try to understand, like to try to digest the notion of patience, of what patience really truly means. It's the ups and downs. It's the this and that, because there was a point where I didn't think I was going to do this podcast. And then I finally ended up doing it. I tried to do it, and then I didn't do it. And then I was just like, fuck it. And then now here we are in episode 5 with KiKi Poe. And that's some real deep, like, shit right there. Excuse my language.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, because also I think a part of that, what's important to acknowledge is that we fear what we don't know, right? Mm-hmm. So we doubt ourselves. We doubt what our ability is. Mm-hmm. And in that, we lose this opportunity. Mm-hmm. If we don't take that chance, then we lose an opportunity to impact another person and ourselves. It's never, and again, that goes back to the Buddhist practice. It's never just about you. Mm-hmm. You are connected to every living entity around you. So when you do something that's empowering to that next person, you're ultimately always guaranteed, I put my life on the line for that, that you're going to empower yourself. Yeah. So how beautiful is that when we take that chance?
This show is over. It's been a really great time recording. Kiki is just over here. Blowing my mind. Like my brain is exploding because of greatness, and it's exploding in the greatest way ever. It's like a nut. It's a bust. It's a nut. It's a bust. I don't know why I went there. Listen, I keep my brain in the gutter, but you were talking about the impact and who has. I have people that have made an impact, whether personal or celebrities or whatever their works have been. But who inspires and impacts KiKi Poe? As she tries to take a sip of her tequila willingly.
I'm really thankful for certain women. And I say that because I'm a queer woman of color. Hey. Shout out. Hey. To all you. That's where the ratchet comes in. I'm so thankful. There's certain women in my life that I'm incredibly thankful for because they push the bar. Mm-hmm. Now, there's like powerful people all over the world, famous and whatnot, right? But there are several women in my personal life, and I think that that's a part of my social justice shit too, is that we need to look closer to our lives, to our individual lives, and recognize that there are some powerful motherfuckers in our environment, right? Just like whoever is in front of you, there are some powerful people. And so I'm going to shout out several of those. Okay. So my sister is dope as shit. She has put up with so much. And just, me being adopted and everything else, she's been such a powerhouse in raising me as an older sister. Yeah. My mom, who, thank you for not squeaking on me because I said
So I'm so drawn in. Damn it, Kiki. You're such a fucking great storyteller. I can't
Storyteller, motherfucker. Storyteller.
I can't handle it.
My mom.
There's too much to handle in life.
Shout out to my mom. I love you.
Shout out,
I love you, mama.
Shout out, mama.
My mom, who raised me and also made sure that I knew who my background was.
I was ready to squeak on her. Go ahead. I was ready to.
Fuck your squeak, cuz. This is a horrible game.
I know, it's such a terrible show and a terrible game.
How are you doing this game and you're You're getting all serious and shit and shout out to the people who made an impact on you and then take shots if you say like or so.
Y'all should play with us at home. So many people
don't do it.
Get fucked up. Get fucked up on your own time.
My mom who raised me, my bio mom who selflessly gave me up. That's the most beautiful thing because you gave me up for something better. And you're such a powerful person. She's so beautiful, like her heart.
So today you led a Buddhist meeting.
Yes.
Walk us through what you had covered in that meeting.
Wow, I don't even know how deep to go on this, but it was about no.
It was
no
okay.
tech, no.
It's all right.
No shot.
But what was the?
We call it is human revolution.
Was it you needed more?
She said, "Do you need me to pour you more? Is that what it is?" No.
So what was
okay.
What was today's thing about?
Yes. So we call it human revolution. In Buddhism, we call it human revolution, or in our practice. Thank you so kindly. And what that represents is changing your life at this fundamental level. So we want to practice this Buddhism to become happy amid all the suffering and the pain in the world, right? And in order to do so, we try to enlighten ourselves, lift our life condition. And that process is human revolution. So we chant every day. We go through our practice. We attend meetings. We study the original teachings like we talked about of Shakyamuni Buddha or Siddhartha Gautama. And we learn to apply it to our everyday life. And as we're working this out, that's the process, human revolution. So it's not the destiny. It's not we're attaining that, right? We want to attain this higher life condition so that amid the shit, right, the mud that we talked about, the lotus flower, amid that, I can still find happiness.
Yeah.
I can still find joy and value.
Yeah.
So we talked about the human revolution and how to deepen this process through connecting with different people. So in our life, we are going to naturally come across different types of people. And in my practice and at my job, I come across a lot of people I would have never been in contact with.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
But it's my fortune to have this contact because a part of our practice is expanding on our capabilities. So then we talk about interacting with different people. So through this interaction, we gain this more enlightened state. And so today, what we talked about, what my focus was as the guest leader was being very intentional and conscious about what type of world are you willing to fight for. This is not my topic.
Okay.
This was a topic written in one of our publications from August of last year.
Okay.
But I carry it with me because that to me, as you can imagine, hits real hard, right?
Yes.
Like, what type of world am I willing to literally fucking fight for? Because the shit is not easy out there. We got 45. We got dumb, just let me not begrudge their life, but we have some shit going on. So what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Now, KiKi Poe believes that she has a cape, that she has like a closet of capes.
Yeah.
And she's ready to fucking, do her shit.
Yeah.
But that's not everybody's journey.
Yeah.
So if your journey is to have a podcast.
Yeah.
And this is your platform that you're going to reach people. What is going to be your intention behind that?
Right.
That is the question to ask yourself.
Yeah.
You're connecting with number of people, but what is going to be your messaging? What is going to be your intention behind that messaging, behind your questions, behind your whatever? So that's what we talked about, is being very intentional.
Yeah. Ooh, damn. Okay, and again, it was really great that you guys came and checked out Jam-Packed. You can reach KiKi. You continue to drop bombs of knowledge on us, and that was, but that's so true. The intention, like, what's your true intention? What's your genuine, true intention? And I love that your intention is to bring about and fight for social justice through Voices in Color, through, which is your baby. You are the creator of Voices in Color. Can you walk us through and tell us about, I said
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
And when we can expect the next show. And don't just be saying what year. Tell us, hopefully, maybe a month, roughly, if you can maybe tell us. Your fans.
So y'all can't see me, but I just gave her the evil eye because take that shot. Because I don't have the month, but I know that next year I will do the show. So this is a funny story. So I know we've been talking about like Buddhism a lot, right? And stuff. So those of Jam-Packed, I don't know how many of y'all have seen.
There's like 10 people. Can you open this for me, possibly?
So
all 10 people, shout out!
Shout out to y'all 10 motherfuckers out there, loyal.
We almost do a total of 100 listeners. I just want to say.
Word.
I just want to say we almost had 100 listeners.
Yay.
And shout out to all y'all. All y'all almost 100 people. Shout out. Tell your cousins. Tell your sister and your cousin too. And
holidays coming.
Tell your boo thing. Yeah, holiday.
Holidays are coming. Share them.
Share.
It's a gift.
Sharing is caring in the holiday season.
It's a gift. Jam will wear like
Brilliance.
elf ears or something.
I will wear Santa Claus.
A sexy Santa Claus outfit.
See, I was just gonna do a thong, but
no,
a sexy outfit.
Anytime.
Okay, I don't want to expose all my cheeks on y'all, so we'll do some kind of. Thank you so much. You're good.
Did she just say she was gonna wear?
I was gonna wear a thought Santa Claus outfit.
A thought.
Thoughts inspired me.
I thought you said thong.
Thoughts and thongs. It was a mixture of both.
That's a show.
That is a true
Thoughts
show.
and thongs.
Thoughts and thongs. You're welcome in advance. Whoever
Episode
the first
6.
person is gets invisible tickets to the concert.
Thoughts and thongs. That's
Thoughts
a good show.
That's how you raise money.
I'll help. That's a fundraiser.
What is it? Toys and helpers or toys and kids?
It doesn't matter.
Toys and tots?
Toys and thoughts.
Toys and thoughts. You're welcome. In advance, you are welcome. Toys and tots. Toys, tots,
and
thongs,
thoughts.
and tatas. I'm just saying. There's a lot of things that start with T.
There's a lot of T's going on. Toys and thoughts.
Right. Thoughts or twats?
Thoughts?
No.
Thoughts.
Twitter.
Twats?
Listen. I have had too much alcohol, guys. Go ahead and
shut it.
Shut it. Speaking of twats, let's talk about voices. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's talk about your twat, Jam.
Well, let's talk about your twat. No, let's talk about Voices in Color, which, in my opinion, is like, which is like.
Hold on.
Yes. Check out that Instagram page.
Hold on.
At
we
Jam-Packed Show.
We need to have a moment. We need to have a moment.
Wow.
This motherfucker said, speaking of twats, let's talk about Voices in Color. Voices in Color has nothing to do with twats. I just need to make sure that has been laid out.
The only reason why I called it twats was because, in your opinion, doesn't it remind you of like, or I always, maybe this is my personal problem. I have a lot of personal problems, clearly. This is my therapy session. Thank you for joining my therapy session. This should really be called Therapy and Thought, but THOT.
Wow.
Therapy and Thought. But
talk to me. You're on the couch with KiKi Poe.
Ooh, you're on the couch with KiKi Poe. Voices in Color reminds me of like the way that I describe it, vagina monologues for women of color.
Yes. But the motivation for it was L word.
Interesting.
And the lack of representation in the L word. I was not fucking represented on that show. Yeah. That's where Voices in Color came from.
Yeah.
So Voices in Color, just to be very clear about what the intention is behind it, is that it's about telling our stories as queer women of color, whether you fall on the spectrum of being, you know, straight up lesbian, or if you're just female identified, or if you're born female but you're still figuring out what the gender identity is. Like, wherever you are on that scale, this show is about you. And so the idea is, I want to interview those people. I want to collect those stories so that I can put it in theater form and tell them as authentic as I can. So that is also why it's important that if you're involved with Voices in Color, that you fall somewhere on the spectrum.
Yeah.
And that does definitely include allies, but allies have a bigger platform already.
Yes.
So for me, it's about giving a platform for those who don't. So I am intentional on who's involved, even down to stage management.
Yeah.
Or, you know, photography or music. Not important. It doesn't matter about like who you are or what you've done in the past. It's about, does this tell your story?
Yeah.
Because that's what we want to do. We want to tell their story.
Yeah.
We have so much story to tell, so much life to share. Absolutely. So that's what I want to do. And so with that, because you kind of talked earlier about you wanting to do Voices in Color.
Oh shit. Hey y'all, I'm about to be a celebrity.
She asked me, she told me that I could ask her a question.
Oh shit.
So
this is a problem. Okay.
With that,
I
would
why
ask
I allowed you to ask me.
Jam, what story would you want to tell?
What story?
Of your personal life.
Of my
because that's what Voices in Color is. There were many, many, many interviews done. Mm-hmm. There are many stories told and then, you know, combined and created into one or whatever it was. But what of your personal stories that you have not currently seen on the stage would you like to be told?
You know, I feel like you've covered so many stories, and that's a really great fucking question, KiKi Poe. Fuck you. That's... God damn it. You know
Take
what? Fuck you,
shot,
bro.
baby.
Talking about,
Take that shot, baby.
Yeah. You do, the bear right there. F you. Yes.
Take
you
that
got
shot.
Yeah. Yeah, for a reason. Drink. See? Yeah, I got tequila on my
shot, baby.
Notepad. Oh.
Drink.
Oh, my goodness. That's all bad. Are there any stories? I've seen so many stories, so many great stories in Voices in Color. And my personal stories, I feel like maybe the personal story of you're your worst enemy, that you self-sabotage your relationship of what you hope for, and then you still end up sabotaging it with maybe the fucked up creative mind that you have, that maybe you might be a Sagittarius named Jameela. Who the fuck knows? But I say all that to say that maybe the story would be about someone who has a very creative mind that maybe has dealt with a lot of negative shit and they're afraid of the success. And I remember this kind of just takes me back to when I used to work with artists, and one of the questions that I would ask them, maybe not all of my artists, but I would ask some talent or artist, are you prepared to be successful, is the question. A lot of people don't think about, are you prepared? Are you legitimately prepared to be a celebrity, a star, a class A, class A, whatever the fuck they call it, a great celebrity, a top-notch celebrity. What do they call it? Like D class, F class? I don't know. Whatever. If you're a great actor, you're a shitty celebrity. There's a difference. Are you prepared in your life, because you've already spoken into existence this greatness that you're about to achieve? Are you prepared for everything that you're hoping and wishing for? And I feel like a lot of the times people aren't prepared for that, and they're not ready to be great. They want to be great, but they're not mentally, spiritually, and physically ready to be great. And that could mean understanding the difference of people that have your back, whether it's female friends or male friends, and if they have a true agenda or not. Like, I saw this meme, and it said, you don't, what the fuck did it say? It said, listen, the tequila might be kicking in, all right, folks.
The tequila kicked in a long time ago.
I did not say,
You did.
Shut the front door. Did I really? KiKi, your ball doesn't work for a reason, because I didn't say fucking, Ah!
Take that shot, baby.
Okay, I'm taking a shot of tequila. This is a shot's worth, but I...
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, that was me.
That was
tequila. Sorry. I'm gonna take my shot now.
This show is not
Fucked up
for anyone who
it's not for the faint
is
of heart.
not ready to drink.
No.
Do not try to do this on a night that you have to work the next day.
That's also
liquor.
a truth.
It don't matter.
And if you're also a guest on the show,
matter.
you don't have to do liquor. You can smoke weed. You can take blue-green algae. You can take a shot of apple cider vinegar.
Pause.
What
did you say? Blue algae?
Blue-green algae. It is a healthy supplement, mind you. It is
Hold
sober.
up.
It is for the sober.
I want everyone
It
to
is
know
not-
out there in Jameela land.
In TV, radio, podcast land.
There was never an offer that I could do some shit that's super healthy.
Listen, it's
Like-
a drinking game.
Blue algae or some vinegar stuff.
So if I said
It was
KiKi,
liquor.
Can you take some blue-green algae? You take
No, sure.
it? Sure.
Well, you know, the sure is dragged out a little bit after 10 shots of fucking tequila. But I'm just saying, don't listen to her.
Don't
It's
listen
all
to
a
me.
game.
Don't listen. It is a game.
She
Life
is
a game.
trying to change. Yeah.
Life.
I
know,
see
that was
Jam.
some real-
I see Jam.
That was some real shit. That was some real
Jam.
deep-rooted shit.
I could have been taking healthy supplemental shots, and I didn't know.
Don't be blaming me for your pretend healthy supplements. And I'm going to fucking squeak on myself because I
Squeak
said,
that motherfucker.
fuck
Squeak,
you.
squeak.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
KiKi, how you taking a shot? You didn't even commit a crime right now. What the hell?
Next question.
That's amazing. All right. On that note, take us to your song pick of the week. 50/50's Energy.
I have to do an intro. So they just did
That ball squeak came from my legs, folks. Go ahead. I had it by my leg. What is the problem? Listen, we've had a lot of tequila, folks. I apologize in advance.
Great goodness.
I
Okay.
am on my fourth bottle of beer. Okay, this is a problem. I need to get my life together. Brooke,
So, energy.
fuck you and the beer. Don't be squeaking that shit on me. Don't be squeaking it. Petty.
Hey, Brooke. Energy by 50/50, Queen Candy Cole, Mickey Vale. This song just says it all. It's about the energy. It's nothing more. It's not that complicated. It's about the energy you give and about the energy I'm trying to receive. That's it.
That's some deep shit. I love it. This has been Jam Packed. Thank you for tuning in. No, I'm just kidding. Here is KiKi Poe's song by 50/50,
Word.
Energy. This is some good shit. Enjoy. Energy.
Just roll with it, cause when the good vibes hit, you just flow with it. Feel the energy in the atmosphere. Makes my consciousness.
All right, KiKi Poe, you have an amazing work of peace. A piece of work. I've had one too many tequila.
Yes, work of
Can you
peace.
please read a piece for us from Voices in Color?
So this piece is called Beauty of Her Body.
Oh, shit.
So that's why I had to prep you earlier and say,
I
I'm going to be
got
looking
you.
at you.
I got you. I'll be
Okay.
making eye contact. It's all good.
So this is, I'm going to set the scene for you. So this is the opening of the show. And the purpose is because, again, Voices in Color is about queer women of color, wherever you fall on that spectrum, loving other queer women of color, however they fall on that spectrum. And to set the scene, it opens with a woman who's sitting on her bed, and she's just chilling in her chilling clothes. And in my show, she's in boxer briefs and a tank top. Oh shit! Because that's how I chill. So
oh shit! I mean, it wasn't me, right? I mean, okay.
So again, these are stories being told, and every single story is authentic and true.
Okay.
Nothing is fabricated.
Why you put my stories out there like that, KiKi?
Because it's telling your life. Shit.
You don't know my life.
Come see the show. You'll learn all about Jam. You'll learn even more now.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was just a comic relief to an amazing
So
piece.
it's called Beauty of Her Body. So the person is just getting off the phone. She was just on the phone. So now she's getting off. Every time I talk to my friend, it's the same conversation. Are you sure you're gay? Are you sure? Maybe you're hanging around too many gay girls. Maybe you need to hang around some straight guys, and then you'll meet the right guy. But if you hang around gay girls, then that's all you're going to be exposed to. Maybe you're just hanging around the wrong people. Are you sure you're gay? Same conversation. I don't know how many times I have to have this conversation with her. And so I thought to myself, what's the one thing I can talk about to help me explain to her that, yes, I'm gay. 100% lesbian, queer, whatever you want to call it to make you feel comfortable. I'm fucking gay. I love women, hands down. So I thought to myself about that, and I think that if I tell her how much I love a woman's body, I think she'll get it. So I think I want to describe to her the beauty of a woman's lips. How moist they are. How alluring and delicious a woman's lips are. The way they curve and smile at me, alluring and hypnotizing. There's messaging behind that. The look in her eyes when she smiles, fiery and yet loving. She has so many layers. I get excited when I think about having that moment with her, to look at her deep in her eyes, to see her smile, to touch her lips, to have her lips touch mine. There is nothing like that. As many times as I've touched a man's lips, I have never felt the same type of electricity that I've had when I touch a woman's lips. And her skin, and her body, and her legs, the way she moves, there's so much to describe. Have you watched a woman walk into the room? Have you watched her intention when she walks into the room, or more importantly, how she walks towards me? That moment that she takes that step towards me and she looks at me, and I feel my legs go weak, and I'm sitting down. I'm not even standing up, and I feel like I'm going to fall over because I can't wait. I am anticipating that moment that she gets next to me, that I get to feel her next to me, that I get to feel her on top of me. That moment, there is nothing like that moment. Her touch, the way she holds me is so affirming. that me, who's always taking care of business, who's always taking care of everyone else, can be so vulnerable in this moment. There is nothing like that. So I think that when I share with her, I can't wait to feel that in a woman's touch. She'll get it. But if she doesn't, then I can describe to her what I feel when I think about touching her between her legs. That moment between her legs. See, you think I'm going to go somewhere over there. No. That's because you have been misguided and misled. There is beauty between her legs. There is mystery and story and vision and fun between her legs. There is something that I want to discover between her legs. And that is what makes me very clear and confident about what I want. And it's not a man, it's a woman. And it's what lies between her legs. There you go.
Fuck, KiKi Poe strikes again. This has been a really great show, guys. I want to thank you all for coming. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm just like, KiKi Poe does it again, guys. I don't know any other way to say it. I don't know any other way to put it. I mean, Brooke is trying to process all of that.
Shall we take a shot?
I just want to like copy and paste that. And then, like,
I just want to know if the listeners.
And then just send that to every woman I've ever communicated with in life. Like,
I hope the
listen,
listeners.
this is what I was trying to tell you from the beginning. Right. But she said it better. I'm just saying. Like, Brooke, how, like, Brooke, you didn't know how to.
I didn't know, and I apologize for losing it for a second because first of all, I'm on the camera.
How you feeling over there,
and
Brooke?
I'm watching it, and I'm seeing her spit the words, and I'm like, man, okay, we going there. I loved it.
It was there.
I loved it. That was beautiful.
Hit every spot. It went there. I don't know what to say.
That was a great.
The show is over.
Good?
I mean, I don't know what the fuck. We already covered like both of our song picks. So I think, I mean, fuck another game. I mean, that was like the best.
That was a mic drop right there. She dropped the mic.
I love your reaction right now.
She's been dropping the mic as much as possible this entire fucking evening. And I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to process life right now. Other than that, the fact that I need to elevate my life.
I need a hug.
I need a hug. I need to get my life right.
I need a hug,
to get my life together. I need a slice of pizza.
I have all the hugs.
Like a fudge brownie.
The
hugs
are free.
All that.
Hugs are free.
Hugs are free.
Hugs are free.
Listen,
I got them. Unlimited.
I'm gonna take my shot of hug. My shot's worth. Because this has just been an incredible show, KiKi. I appreciate you coming. I have so many more questions that I actually legitimately did not even get a chance to get to. Let me take my little baby shot. Yummy. Tastes like poison on water acid. So I didn't get a chance to get to my other questions that I had for you. We've wrapped up so because I'm not taking another fucking shot for so bullshit. Neither are you. You've locked up your crate.
I mean, I'm down to take another shot.
We'll definitely get
but not
around.
For so.
Oh, I got chills.
That has to stop.
I straight up got chills. I did the Harlem Shake just now.
For everyone who comes on your show after, you should just so is just not fair.
Listen,
I think you should come up with new rules for that.
That's how you know, motherfuckers,
that
you're taking a shot.
Rude.
That's how you know you taking a shot. Unless you do public speaking, you taking a shot. That's it. I don't care how many interviews you did in life. Listen.
What are your other questions? Come on.
You know, I had so many other questions, but I want to talk about patience and mindfulness.
Okay.
And yeah, exactly.
Patience. That's how I said it.
Patience.
That's how I said it. Patience.
Because I don't have any patience. I feel like I try to be mindful, but I don't have patience. I try to be patient. But at what point do you say, you're not even being patient anymore? This is being prude or playing it safe. You're not being patient at this point. You just are being almost naive in a sense.
I'm gonna cover it like this. So because we talk about my practice and Buddhism, so we talk about having a life condition, and we chant every day. Every morning we start out. That's the goal. How about that? Okay. So we have this goal that every morning we start our day with chanting, however long, whatever you need as an individual, to lift your life condition. And that means that you're lifting it to face whatever the fuck you're about to see in the day. Okay. And that could be the second you leave the house. Shit. You know, because traffic in LA is a motherfucker, right? Motherfucker. So sometimes you may need to lift your life condition just to face that shit. Who knows? So the whole idea is you're lifting your life condition so that you can face these daily realities of struggle and obstacles and everything else, including having patience for people. Yes. So then if you're making this effort, intentionally making this effort every day, there's this consistency that you're going to have this life condition, this elevated state of life, that this little minor shit is not even going to affect you. Yeah. That's how you deal with patience from our perspective. Because the reality is that you having patience with someone's pissed you off or someone's done something that just fucking aggravates you. But there's so much more deeper meaning to that than just this person doing this little ass thing that aggravates you. One, you're losing compassion for the person that's in front of you. You have no idea what this person's going through. And maybe you're just trying to get to work. Yeah. And you're running late because you decided to leave a little later because you wanted 5 more minutes at home. And now you're running late. And now you're irritated that this person is now in front of you and you can't get around the corner, whatever. You're losing compassion. You're losing this moment of, this is not even that big of a fucking deal. Yeah. But it's so big of a deal right now for you because motherfucker, you're in my way. Yeah. Yeah. That's your life condition. It has absolutely nothing to do with the person in front of you. That's your life.
Now, how does one gain compassion?
So from a Buddhist perspective, from my perspective as a Buddhist practitioner, it's chanting every day. And chanting with that intention that I'm going to have an elevated life condition, that these little things are not going to shift me. They're not going to sway me so that I react to someone in a very negative way. That I'm going to, in this moment, have compassion or have patience. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, because I think it manifests in very different ways, right? But it all comes from the same root. Yeah. Yeah. So for us, it's me having a consistent practice day and night. Let me start my day before I even leave the fucking house. Yeah. Before I even get into my day, I'm going to chant. Yeah. I'm going to chant to be united with the universe. I'm going to chant to be in rhythm. I'm going to chant to have this higher life condition that I can face everything and I'm going to be positive. Yes. That's how we start our day. Can you imagine doing that every single fucking day, 365 days a day, for however fucking long you live? Can you imagine that state of life? Yeah, that's true. If that's how you're facing your day and that's how you end it, think of the impact you have.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, as someone who is passionate about causes, you know, especially, you know, Black Lives Matters and things that progress the people of color, right? As an organizer, that's, you know, you're organizing marches and rallies, and that can be a lot, mentally, spiritually, physically. How do you stay centered and balanced and grab the ear of the people to wake them up and pay attention? Like, how do you balance all of that, is that still the Nam-myoho Renge, like
Renge Kyo.
Renge
Say
Kyo.
it with me. Nam-myoho
Renge
Kyo.
Kyo.
That's
I went to
exactly
a fucking Buddhist meeting.
I know, I took you.
I wanted to go today, but I was told maybe an hour or two while I was still in bed because I knew I was going to have a late evening that I honestly and genuinely wanted to go to the Buddhist meeting, and I've been before, and it was a very beautiful space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And years ago, well, not years ago, it feels like eons ago, but my friend was taking a religion course, a religion class, and we went to a Buddhist temple. I mean, we went to like a Scientology, what looked like a fucking bookstore, and then we like went to like all of these other places, and we're Catholic. Like, she's Filipino, I'm fucking black. Like, we're like, nah, like, we're both Sagittarius.
Like, what am I doing here?
Let's figure this out. Shout out to fucking Connie from the Bay.
Love
and
it.
She's from the Bay.
Where in the Bay?
San Francisco. Yeah.
Word
up. From the heart
City.
of San Francisco. Yeah, she's a Giants. Or no, actually a Braves fan. Don't worry. I mean, Frisco fans might not appreciate that. But
We don't call it Frisco.
But through that experience, I was able to be exposed to Buddhism and Scientology and how they like bring people in and what their belief is. And I know for fact, both of us like really vibed with Buddhism. We're like, yo, like if we weren't like on Lent right now, like fucking giving up chocolates and French fries and potatoes, either way, we would still be about that Buddhist life. Like, because we really enjoyed the meeting and the session. And, like, we just sat and talked. And I was like, it didn't matter who I was or maybe who I was conflicting to be. They still embraced me for who I was. And it just seemed so balanced. At that point, regardless of the level, not even level, but the type of Buddhism, there's still that unconditional love. There's still that non-judgmental love as much as possible. And that support and that center of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. But is that the only thing that keeps you balanced? Like in this crazy world that we're going through and in love, life, work, career, bullshit, fakeness, all of that shit, is it like the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo that like keeps you patient and like what is it like? I don't know. Like it's just fuck? There's
what
so
is the
much
secret.
I want to say what's the secret, but I know there's not a secret. It's the belief, it's the mind, it's the mindfulness, and I want you to walk the people through that.
No, I think that it's important to recognize that yes, our world right now is in fucking absolute chaos. Mm-hmm. And if you've listened to this show, you've already listened to me cuss and say a whole bunch of shit.
We have been through some deep shit.
So one, to be very mindful that I am still who the fuck I am. Mm-hmm. Just because I'm super Buddha over here, I've been practicing for however, many years and everything else, doesn't mean that I'm this like entity that doesn't do certain things. No, I am still absolutely KiKi Poe. I walk through this life. I still battle with my shit. I still have my issues. And at the same time, I'm still every day trying to be a better version of who the fuck I was a moment ago, even. Yeah. So yes, absolutely. I think very clearly the answer is yes. Yeah. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is for me what creates the balance. It is absolutely for me what keeps me in this space of wanting to create something better or wanting to do, wanting to change this environment. Yeah. And wanting to, in facing daily challenges, because this shit, as you know, for me, my social activism and my awareness of the attack on the Black community is very fucking heightened. And it affects me every single fucking day. Yeah. And it breaks my heart when I see social media and I see yet another life taken. I see yet another person who is targeted because of the color of their skin, because they're a young black man, or they can't, that reality is my reality at this time in this world. So I'm not going to run from that. I'm going to face it. And as hard as that is, and trust me, that is fucking difficult.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because this is not what I thought I was going to face.
Yeah.
When I began practicing 23 years ago at 14 years old, I never thought that I would be faced with this. But this is the reality that I'm here with. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that there's any coincidence that I am here at this time as this person who I am, as the activist and as passionate I am about social justice, that I'm also as passionate about practicing this Buddhism at this time. Yeah. So I feel like there is a great mission. Now the challenge is figuring out what that mission is for me. Yeah. Because everyone's mission is different. And I think it's important for us to figure that out. But we're here at this time for a significant reason. So I don't want lives like Sandra Bland and Mike Brown and Oscar Grant to go unserved. Yeah. I believe that me as a leader in this organization and my Buddhist organization, as a practitioner and everything else that I do, I am a servant of the people to create some kind of change. We have to believe that. We have to believe that there is an opportunity for us to create some kind of change on some kind of level. Yeah. I hope so. I really hope, even if it's just, our family. Yeah. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to change the world. That's not everybody's journey. Exactly. But if you want to go, you know what? Fuck, I'm tired of my fucking family suffering. And you want to change that, then please do that. Yeah. For me, that starts with Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Yeah. Because it means I'm connecting to the universe and I'm connecting to all living entities around me and taking responsibility for them. Yeah. That to me is so significant. Yeah. So I don't believe it's coincidence. I believe it's very purposeful. And that's where my mindfulness comes in. But I have to do that every day.
How do you control that mindfulness though? Like is there I don't want to say a trick, but like a thing that you can focus in on more on the mindfulness, because the mind is so powerful of, what you think and what you believe and who you become and how you are. And your mind is way more powerful than what you really truly give it credit for. I mean, are there any tips or advice that you can give for maybe controlling the mind, controlling these thoughts, whether they're negative or positive, but having more control and having more of a say-so on your own thoughts?
Once I began to be intentional. Mm-hmm. So, and again, this is, for me, this is absolutely a flux. There is absolutely an ebb and flow of that. This is not, please don't interpret that like every day I am always in this space of being very enlightened. No, absolutely not. Yeah. Because life fucking happens. So for me, it is, if I am always making this intention, if I'm always leading my day with intention, even if, so we talk about chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, we talk about the quantity of daimoku is what we call it. Yeah. If we are chanting for like, let's say 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Yeah. And we chant with this like super fucking intentional ass daimoku, you feel that. Mm-hmm. There is a feeling. If you have ever been in a room with several people, it doesn't have to be like a whole 100 folks, but if you've been in a room with even, let's say 5 people and they're chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, but it is focused and it is fucking intentional, that is some of the most powerful moment you have ever had. Yes. It is powerful because you feel this energy of intention. Yeah. Because everyone's there trying to change something. Yeah. On an individual level. So that's the microcosm. But as I change my microcosm, that affects the macro. Yeah. So then when I make that cause that, fuck, I need to change this in my life. This has to change. And I start moving in that direction. Mm-hmm. Even if it takes, honestly, from my family It took years to shift that. It took years to shift that.
Really?
Years. That is no exaggeration.
Yeah.
You know, being adopted and changing this. Yeah. So that took years. And again, I was not consistent with that, but I would every so often make a new determination like, fuck, I need to change this. Yeah. We need to change this for my family, for my nieces, for my nephews. That kind of intention. No one is perfect. We are all affected by life.
Yes.
So then if we're consistently at least renewing that determination, that's still impactful.
Yeah.
So that affects your environment. That affects what you're doing. So I think going back to what we talked about earlier, that cause and effect, the cause is that I made the determination.
Okay.
But remember, as soon as you make the cause, the effect has already began.
Yeah.
So if I made the cause 10 years ago,
yes,
I'm going to shift this. The cause has already been started. So that's what we focus on. I make the cause. Okay. But think about if I make hundreds of causes towards this. That's hundreds of effects I've began rippling.
Yeah.
So when we put this in, if we believe it, so much power is in that.
Yeah.
And so that's, again, going back to my practice, that's what really has helped me change and shift the trajectory of where I'm at.
Yeah.
And anyone who's known me over the past 10 years, very different person than I was 10 years ago.
Really?
Oh my. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Yeah. You leave me speechless every time I speak to you, in all honesty. Like, I could sit and listen all day and like that. I mean, I've known you for 7 years and you impress me every day that I get a chance to speak to you and really pick your brain on life and Buddhism and patience and just everything. Like, in all honesty, and I know you're laughing at me.
I'm laughing because I'm like, how does this compare to some of your other interviews? I can't imagine.
Trust me.
I think they're very different.
I'm a Sagittarius still, okay? Like, speaking as a fucking Capricorn, yeah, you're not giving us any fucking credit. But, I mean, listen, all of my guests have been incredible. And they've all been incredible in their own right. And I feel like KiKi Poe brings her own amazingness to the table. And I have never met anyone like you. And take it for what you want. But I mean, listen, I try to be. No, I'm just kidding. Like honestly, like, you know, there's no one like you that's doing it and that really, I think, resonates with people the way that you do. You come from a very real place. You understand all of it, what the people are going through, and you don't make people feel shitty for what they're going through, and you understand it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I don't know how the fuck to call it, KiKi, so stop fucking looking at me like that, but it's more of like you're like a beautiful messenger, leader, like protector. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but you are the extra eyes and ears and the words of wisdom that people need to know and hear. And I don't get to see you that much, but I always love to like pick your brain and like get the KiKi Poe fucking words of wisdom. If there was like a KiKi Poe Words of Wisdom app, I would definitely purchase it. I would subscribe monthly or yearly, however the fuck however they set up that payment, I would still do it. But I'm just saying, like, you've blended it so well that it resonates with people where they understand it on a deep, real level. And, you know, I that's why I wanted to make sure that the people heard about you. And, you know, I mean, I know people ask you, like, why does Jameela want to interview you? And it's like, why the fuck wouldn't Jameela wouldn't Jameela want to interview you? Like, you're one of the most brilliant people that I've met. seriously, and I'm not even like blowing smoke up your ass.
dope.
Like for real, I'm not blowing smoke up your like. I like to. No, I'm not. I was about to say I like to blow smoke up people's ass, but I don't like to deal with people's asses like that. But listen, we're not talking about asses. We're talking about you, KiKi Poe. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I like genuinely legit. You just from day one that I've ever met you, you've always been just down to earth and just very easy to talk to. And you never, maybe whether you silently judged or not is something completely different, but you never judged me to my face, or you let me know how you felt. You know what I mean? But it was with love, and it was with care, and it was with all of the Buddhism and concern in the world, if that makes sense. Like, I don't mean that to be like an asshole, but I mean that from a very deep, beautiful place, as fucked up as it may sound.
As beautiful as that sounds.
But I wanted people to know
that is
about
amazing.
The incredible soul that has blessed our earth. And
wow.
For real, like, you've taught me so much, and I don't really speak that much about it, and I don't I appreciate it, you know what I mean? And I appreciate just whether you're on a rant or not, I appreciate it because it's real.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And it comes from a very real place. And I mean, KiKi Poe is a person that you need to hit up if you ever need some real life advice.
That is so.
Fuck what your therapist tells you. Go to fucking KiKi Poe.
No.
Hit you up.
Thank you so. That's
for
so
real.
wonderful,
Like,
and it's such a awkward space sometimes to receive those messages. So and thank you so very, 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 very much. I think that's beautiful, and I want to acknowledge that too, because I think what you just said and what you just did, that effort in itself, is not had that often. Mm-hmm. Like, how many times do we take this moment to just go, you're fucking dope and amazing, and you've empowered me and you've encouraged me, or whatever it is. Like, this person has had some kind of impact on your life, and we don't share that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Like, that's hard to receive, but thank you so much. I think that's so beautiful. And I just have to remind you that whatever you see in me is totally 100% a reflection of you.
I appreciate that, KiKi, and I appreciate you trying to spin that shit. But
this
is not about to be a bro fest or a love fest.
We have to acknowledge that. Like, this person would not be in your environment if they were not a reflection of your life. So please recognize that. Like, that's just important to understand, that everyone in your environment, bad and good, hello. Don't just get caught up in the good shit.
I almost fell on the ground laughing right there.
Bad and good. This is a reflection of your life. So, you know, they're in your environment because they're a reflection of you. Yeah. Of some aspect of you. Please acknowledge that.
I appreciate that, but in all honesty, and I don't want this to be like a fucking super love fest orgy fest, like 2017, whatever the fuck year it is.
Roll.
Rock and roll orgies, whatever. Like, we need to support one another, and I firmly appreciate that, and I firmly believe that we need to support one another, love one another, and you have been a driving force for the last 7 years of positivity and light and common sense, and one of the first people to be like, no, Jameela, you're actually wrong. Like, you need to, but that's what I think people need. Like, people need that kind of friend, that kind of like real life reality check, you know, like, listen, I would love to like agree with what the fuck you're saying, but what you're saying is not correct, and I appreciate you for consistently checking me on that. But I mean that in the most beautiful, loving way. KiKi's laughing at me, but I mean that in the most loving, beautiful way, because I do appreciate that, but I think I just don't get a chance to really thank you enough and to really acknowledge that enough. Is that I do thank you for being the beautiful spirit that you are, and acknowledging all that you've done, all that you do, and all that you've been through. You know, and I can't wait for the people to really learn about KiKi Poe, because you're an incredible woman, and I can talk to you all day. Not too many people I can talk to all day, but I would love to have you come back and continue, because I legitimately had hella questions and didn't get to like a good about.
That just means that we have to keep talking later. After hours with That's tequila. Jam sessions after hours. Whatever the name is going to be.
Yes.
This is a new show.
It's a new show that y'all have not heard of. But like, keep this recording. Listen, we ended the fucking we ended the game. We're not even playing a second game. Fuck that. We're not even playing the second game, because we had an amazing discussion. We don't even need a second game. Damn it. So before we officially wrap this motherfucker up and I slam pens on papers, KiKi Poe. I keep forgetting there's filming. I know, and there's filming. There's drinking. It's a beautiful vibe around here, and I wish y'all could watch this YouTube video, youtube.com/JAMPACKED show. What would be the words of wisdom that you would leave these beautiful people with?
I really want to leave with, I can't. It's too much tequila, too much.
Just make sure you watch this video, because it's supposed to be fucking amazing.
Right. Fuck, I keep forgetting.
youtube.com/JAMPACKED.
No, so I would love to leave you with words from Lorraine Hansberry, because I think that what she's talking about as far as social activism and creativity is just perfect, and it's beautiful, and it speaks, you know, to everyone, no matter what year it was. I think this was actually in the 60s. Mm-hmm. So here we are in 2017, and it is absolutely relevant today. So I just wanted to share this. And again, these are words from Lorraine Hansberry: to be young, gifted, and Black.
Okay.
Though it be a thrilling and marvelous thing to be merely young and gifted in such times, it is doubly so, doubly dynamic to be young, gifted, and Black. Look at the work that awaits you. Write, if you will, but write about the world as it is, and as you think it ought to be and must be. If there's to be a world, write about all the things that men have written about since the beginning of writing and talking. But write to a point. Work hard at it. Care about it. Write about our people. Tell their story. You have something glorious to draw on, begging for attention. Don't pass it up. Use it. Good luck to you. This nation needs your gifts. Perfect them. Again, that's from Lorraine Hansberry: to be young, gifted, and Black. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful. Do you want to give them any additional words of wisdom from KiKi Poe?
Just be true to yourself. Please continue seeking to be a better version of yourself.
Yes.
Being authentic and beautiful and wonderful and quirky, and everything that you have to give, you have something to give. Please know that every single person has something to give. And if you see someone who's struggling with knowing what they have to give, please help them, because we are not here alone. We are here together. So we have a greater mission to help each other out. So I hope that from this podcast, as crazy and all over the fucking place it has been, I apologize. And at the same time, I hope that you get that we are authentically beautiful and powerful and wonderful and magnanimous, and we have so much potential. So I hope that you keep tapping into that. Thank you. Peace.
Very beautiful. I love that. And Brooke, you have, I know you're like far off from the camera, from the mic, or I'm sorry, you're far off from the mic, is what I should say. Brooke, do you have any words of wisdom for the people?
Shit. Well, you know, KiKi, I just want to say thank you, KiKi, for coming
and
talking to the people.
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm going to go back and look at this footage and take some notes.
I'm so excited.
I promise you.
I'm watching it like 10 times.
And I'm going to come back with a report.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. But for real, though, you know what I always say, just stay on some positive vibes. And you know what, people, it starts within. Okay, it starts within. You want to see a better outer world, start with that inner world, and you'll be just fine. Back to you, Jam. Go for
yes.
it.
For me, I would say all you can do is love people and let the rest happen. I've learned a lot, but all you can do is just give your love and let the universe handle the rest. And just speak and feel and think positivity, and the rest will take care of itself. KiKi, would you like to plug when these people can find out Voices in Color next? Pretty please, for the people, we want to know. When is the next Voices in Color? How can we check it out? How can we check it out? Because clearly the tequila is kicked in. How can we check it out? And is there an Instagram? All that good stuff.
I keep forgetting you're filming. So Voices in Color will happen in 2018. The month to be determined. You can but you can find me on Facebook, Voices in Color, not Voices of Color, to be very clear.
Fuck of color. Because I looked at that and there was a Voices of Color.
Different.
Fucking biters.
It's our Voices in Color.
I'm just saying, we love you. Positivity, Buddhism,
given
boom, boom, boom.
life. Voices in Color. voicesincolor@gmail.com. We have a website. It is being updated because I am being thrown into this time frame of making some shit happen next year. So I'm not going to give you the website right now.
So just be sure to check out Voices in Color. I promise you, it's not something that you want to miss. Voices in Color is one of the most empowering and beautiful shows that I've seen. KiKi, I appreciate you coming. KiKi. How can people check you at Voices of Color? Voices in Color, not Voices of Color because they're fucking posers. Voices in Color at Voices in Color. Anything else you want to plug, KiKi Poe? No? Okay. Brooke, would you like to plug anything? No. All right. As Brooke yawns, make sure you check her out at Way Up Brooke. You're surprised I fucking remembered that shit. On Instagram at Way Up Brooke. Go ahead and check her out. Go holler. Go slide in those DMs. She's waiting for you to slide in those DMs, especially if you have a little dog. She's fucking sucker for that shit. So just send her a fucking picture of a puppy and you'll be good. Check out Jampacked Show on Instagram, Twitter, at Jampacked Show. Okay? Twitter, Instagram, even YouTube. Thank goodness we're not playing the so game. You have no ball to squeak, KiKi Poe. But check out Facebook, Jampacked Show, and go ahead and email us, jampackedshow.com. Check us out, troll us, send us an email if you have a question, some weird-ass, funky-ass question. We will get that answered for you. Anything you feel, I don't know if we can answer all of your feelings and your questions, but go to jampackedshow.com. Check us out on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Jampacked Show. All of it is Jampacked fucking Show. Not Jampacked fucking Show, but Jampacked Show. We will see you there. We will see you next Wednesday. Thank you for joining us on episode 5 with KiKi Poe. Woo! We love y'all.